Shalom, shalom, to Brother Kadash.
There's this.
I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders, peace, blessings, honors to all the brothers in this truth. Just a real quick one. Let's hear what he got to say.
Whole debate about the MAOA gene, which is like this gene that black Africans have, like much. It's like a proclivity to violence that they have.
MAOA gene.
Yeah. I recommend people Google it and do their own research. It's like a big debate about whether or not, but basically like what it is it's, if you think about like, kind of white European, Asian ancestors, as we kind of moved out of Africa, like aggression and violence was kind of less necessary because we were like farmers and stuff.
Oh, God, is that really true?
And Joe Rogan, though, that's complete bullshit. I mean, you can debunk that with just a couple facts. I mean, it's late at night, so I ain't gonna pull too many scriptures. I'll quote some, like Isaiah chapter 5. They just switch everything up, but even Habakkuk 2 explains how Esau got this land and the violence that he went through to get it. I believe that's Revelations chapter 6. The red horse that was given to make war between the people and take away peace. I'm roughly paraphrasing it, but Esau is clearly the devil, because the word devil goes back to deceiver, and that's exactly what he's doing. That's deception. So we could debunk that with a couple facts. You say, well, so-called black people have this gene that make them more violent. Well, who's the most violent people on the earth? I mean, weren't your people, he said that they moved out and, became farmers and stuff like that. That shit is bullshit. Well, wasn't your people violent when you took the black people that you're talking about, when you took them as slaves and brought them to the Americas and put them in slavery? Wasn't that a violent act? Well, let's talk about how you even got America from the Native Americans. Didn't you compete violent acts against the Native Americans and took them and conquered them and conquered the Aztecs? And I mean, come on, it's just bullshit. Didn't you guys do violent acts in World War I, World War II? Aren't those all violent acts? So this is just what they do. Anything they do bad, they sweep it under the rug like it's nothing. And then when our people, when you have stuff going on like an evil eye towards your brother and you have all the killings in Chicago, then they magnified it. So anything bad we do, they magnify it. Anything bad they do, they suppress it. That's why they gave themselves the name white, because they're trying to stay as in the image of being pure, clean, holy. And then they gave us the name black because they want us to be evil, darkness, so they're trying to keep that, and that's what makes them the deceiver. That's what makes them the devils. I mean, it's so much stuff that they I mean, it's the burning of the black massacres, of the burning of these different cities. Wasn't those violent acts from your same people? I mean, it's just, it goes on. The list goes on and on and on. I mean, so, okay, well, we know how y'all feel about Hitler and the Nazis. So were Hitler and the Nazis black people? Or what they did, since we know how y'all feel about it, were they violent people? Was that violent acts that they were doing, that y'all say they were doing? So do they also have that gene? But aren't they so-called white people? So you see how the bullshit is, and the hypocrisy, and how easily that could be debunked. But it's just a little insight just to show you some of the things that Esau is saying. So with that, I'm going to say salvation to the elect. Shalom.